Alright, I don't know what's going on with the streaming thing. Might be because I'm streaming it from another computer. In hopes that it won't like tie up from this computer, but I thought it would all go through the internet and that wouldn't matter. Alright, so got a little bit more time and we'll be done. I think we're gonna go through until the next epoch. We're gonna set that as a goal. Get to epoch 3. And maybe not go through the epoch process on stream. Just go through the cards till epoch 3. So it's Bonzo of the Siwatati's turn, if you recall. And she has to decide if she wants to skip the next Anona. That's really just, do I want to save some money? No, it's actually the Saxons get to decide. So the Saxons have to decide, do I want to get some money? Or they could pass and act first on the next card. Now, if they don't pass, the Scotty get to act first, which isn't bad for them. Next card is Mistborn. A Briton may free trainer muster, blah blah blah. Barbarian may raid one region at normal cost. In any accompanying field battle, the raiders strike during trap. So trap is a special stage that happens before even assault or anything else. I don't think that's that compelling. I think they may as well act now. But do they want them to skip the next Anona? I think Dougie wants to settle as soon as possible. He's not really worried about a counterattack from the Siwatatis because they are weak. One thing I should start thinking about is their special cards. They all have these special cards that they get to use once a game under certain conditions. The Siwatatis can't use hers right now. Dougie could use his. What his does is it makes all the Federati just kind of rebel and become regular barbarians. Ouch. I'm in the downstairs, so if someone drops something above me, I hear it loudly. I hope it didn't hurt your ears. The Scotty's special thing lets them raid a bunch, and it also lets the Saxons raid a bunch. And then the Duke's special card is kind of interesting. It gets rid of some of their prestige, then moves things to fragmentation. It's essentially like, I quit trying to hold things together, I'm going to just become a barbarian too card. That's essentially what it does. So it has like negative and positive consequences. But it's like if you can't win under the current political thing, you just kind of go rogue. And it's a pretty interesting card. I've never played it. I tend to forget about those cards, but I would like to try to remember to think about that. Definitely something that, I mean, I think this game, there's enough for each side to be thinking about that it would help to have more brains at work. We've got plenty of people, but not enough brains right now. Okay, so I'm getting off topic.
T-minus 31 seconds.
Okay, so skip the next Anona. Don't want to do that, do you, Dougie? Conducting the next Anona phase right now would give you 4, 5, 6 renown, which is pretty good. I think you just want to not worry about the event at all, actually, and just do a return and a settle, and not fret with all that stuff. Right? Right. We agree. Okay, so we're going to return and settle. Alright, we'll return here first, because we know we're not going to try to take anything from that. And I think here's where you might want to settle. Yeah, I think that's a good aggressive move. So go ahead and take care of that. Getting renown from the treasure he's taking back. We're gonna roll 8 times, I believe. Now, if you recall a few minutes ago when I was streaming, or the last video, if you're watching this later, the Saxons, get a warband on a 4 or higher instead of a 5 or higher, which is what the Scotty get. Seems like, you know, it's one difference, but that makes a big difference if you're on you're going from 1 to 6. 4. See, there we go. That's a warband right here.
7. Go for main engine start.
Nope.
4.
Yep.
3, 2, 1.
Nope.
And liftoff.
Yep. All the yeps, I think, except for 1, have been a 4. Shows you the difference. That's another 4. So 3 of these warbands that he got down were because of 4s. Now, I have to look at this. So he could replace 2 of these to add a settlement. Yeah, I think he's going to do it. Because he needs 4 settlements down. He lost 1 of his Federati settlements. So I'm going to pay 2 to do that. I'm just going to get 2 back from here. Return, in case I wasn't clear on that. I'm sure I wasn't. They're all going home, right? Return is a command. Each side has 4 commands, and when you return, you have to return all the raiders, essentially, of your side. So that's what he did. And then his feat that he added to it, and feat is like a special thing you get to do sometimes on this, like, special thing here. These are the feats. These are the commands. The feats you only get to do in 1 of the 3 options on our action track. Alright, so I think the Ciuitatis are going to... Well, let's look at the next card's event, because she's good. If she doesn't act on this card, she can act on the next card. Yeah, I think she's going to go ahead and skip the next Annona phase. So we'll go ahead and mark that here. Hopefully I'll remember this. I'll put it like up on this post. You can't see that. I'd like to put it somewhere you can see it. I'll put it up on these white pawns. They're like holding it up. Remember this. Remember this. Alright, Mistborn. And here we have the Scotty getting to go. Okay. So I think the Scotty are also going to do a similar thing. They're just going to return and settle. Definitely return. Is there another thing you can combine return with? Entreat. Oh. Oh, that's kind of cool. So you can replace 1 hill fort and 2 militia with a Scotty settlement and warbands respectively. I've never noticed that before. Yeah, we're going to do that. That's awesome. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and return. Okay, we're going to leave these raiders here. We're going to entreat right here. Yeah, and it's a hill region with a Scotty warband. Maybe I just wasn't in that position before. But she was able to, through her past settlement, get that there. I keep saying she. I explained this earlier. I'm so used to playing the Scotty with a female real person that even though Doc is obviously very masculine, I am still using the female pronoun. And I think that's a fault on my own. Like, I'm not giving enough credence to who these actual people are, and that's a mistake I oftentimes make. Alright, so we're going to retreat right there. which is great. Love that. Just get some resources back. Get some renown. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Now the Scotty have just gotten into this game. So they're at 38. They need to have 45 renown and 4 settlements on the map. They now have 2 settlements on the map. So that's very good for the Scotty. Good job, Doc. Alright, now the Dukes, they can free train or muster, place troops in one region, and then free battle there. Is there a compelling place to do that? Oh, I neglected this. Put this under Saxon control. The Saxon, another 2. Alright. There's not really a place he can, like, put things down and then also battle. I guess he could put some militia here and try to fight all these war bands, but I don't think that's a healthy idea. And all the raiders are gone. He might just want to free train or muster somewhere. Free train. Get his cavalry back down. Put some militia down. Get some prosperity down. I think that's probably the way to go. Okay, so he's going to take it, not do the free battle, but the free train is nice, since train is probably what he would do if he would do a limited command. And spaces with fort or friendly control. Each space pay 3 resources to place 1 cavalry per fort, and or if town or hill fort up to 2 militia. So he's looking for a place that has both a fort and a town or hill fort, so he can get the most bang for his buck. He's got 1 cavalry. So like here would be a good place. Yeah, I don't think he gets to put down forts with this. Yeah, he has to use the build feat to do that. I wonder if that's too loud. No, it's not. I think it's okay. The music I'm thinking of. I don't have the headphones on, but I can hear it very clearly, so that's why I wonder. So I'm going to go ahead and get what we get. 2 militia and 1 cavalry. I think Dabuni is where he wants to beat back the Saxons. I know that he's still that worried about the Scotty. Yeah, I think here makes good sense. Though this here makes good sense because he could maybe squash them before they get too big. It's not like they can get that big because all the warbands are right here. That's gonna be it for the card. Let's go to the next one. De Excidio Britanniae. Oh, but we are at Epoch. I thought it was coming up. We're in Constantine the Third is the Epoch. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this off camera, and I will see you next time. I attempted to do it on camera since I was a little short, but I'm not going to. I'm going to do it off camera, and let's just do it. Let's just do it. Why put things off? Okay, so we're skipping the Annona, right? So we can put this away. So we're already skipping that. That's really distracting to me. I don't know if that music's distracting to you, but it's distracting to me right now. Turn it down a little bit. I hope that's not too quiet. I hope you weren't just grooving on that song, or like actually probably more enraptured by that song, and then I just took it away. Hoarding. Ciuitatis may transfer Britain resources up to half the number of towns to wealth. And it's rounded up, so we get 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's going to keep them in control of the, or that's going to keep them dominant on over the political situation. Britain control 21 to 30. No, Britain control is still pretty good. No, actually, they don't have control here. That's Saxon control. I think control starts at 40, and we're down 5, 7, 8, 9. I don't think I've kept up with this. We're here. Okay. Yeah, they're just above where it would shift to autonomy. Alright, if wealth minus... Okay, nothing happens there. No one is winning. Yeah, that checks out. Okay, resolve the epoch event. Our epoch event here is Constantine III bid for the purple. And it has dukes on here, the dukes symbol. If desired, dukes pay 3 resources each to remove from 2 to 4 cavalry, one of them to casualties, others out of play. Roll 1d6. If less than or equal to, then the cavalry removed. Plus 15 Britain resources and set to Roman rule with military dominance. If already there, plus 5 prestige. If not, or only under military dominance, if none removed, prestige minus 8. This prestige is pretty low. Yeah, that's tough. I think he's good. He feels like he's going to get his prestige back, but he doesn't want to lose 3 prestige. I think he'd rather lose 1 cavalry. It has to be from 2 to... Oh, it has to be... That's tough. I think he's going to just take the prestige hit. Sarge doesn't care about that business. He only has 3 prestige. I don't know why that happened. Okay. I'll have to check my track situation, make sure everything's right. Occasionally, because there's so many times you have to just shift the track a little bit. Sometimes you have to just go back and check to see that everything around the track here matches what you have on the board. What you have on the board is what's going to be actually accurate. Alright, so he decided not to do whatever was offered to him. Add Britain resources equal to prosperity under Britain control plus total towns. Okay, we have 11 total towns. 1, 3, 5, 7, 13, 17, 19, 23, 25, 29, 31, 31. We can add to their resources. Goes up to 51. Then they get taxed. So lose 20. Back down to 31. Okay. Prosperity under Saxon control is currently 5, so they actually get something out of this. 28. They're close now. Scotty get equal to total Scotty settlements. There's 2. Adjust control. There's no adjustment of control. Convert all plunder. There's no plunder. Has to pay some to keep his forts going. He's got 9 forts on the table. He'll pay them all. Again, letting the Ciuitatis worry about the money. Okay, cavalry, are they all at forts? I think they are right now. I don't think he's... Oh, yep, they are. None of them have ventured out. Okay. No cavalry casualties, Ciuitatis. Okay, here's where we remove 1 and 3 militia. good there. Hope you really appreciate that I waited to do this with you, or I didn't wait to do this without you, and instead doing this with you, because this is good stuff. There are a couple. That's right, you moved in there to try and later get control. I'm kind of half finishing. I'm interrupting myself. It was asking if there are any militia that are not at a town or a hill fort, and there were some. So then I was answering that. Federati, this Federati's gonna have to go back. He's gonna put it here. I want to come in there and take that back. All the war bands are at settlements. Their renown is sufficiently high. Okay, recovery. Each region with any control add prosperity equal to population. First bottom, add to bottom row, then only under Roman rule to top row. Okay. So I think here, last time I forgot to do this, to add to this one, but it's not going to matter because it's going to get added right now. So we're going to just add that 2 here now so we don't forget. We're keeping these the same because the dukes have no prestige. This with any control. It's 1. Bear with me while I say numbers. 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 10, 11. The total I say here is going to get added to the Duke's score. 13, 15. Dukes have a lot to deal with, but they have time on their side in some cases. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Oh, I shouldn't have added to this. 15. Where is the... Oh, there we go. 16, 18, 19, 20, 22, 40, 62. So actually not doing so bad, the Dukes, because right now their victory marker is right here at 75. If Britain becomes autonomous from Rome, that's going to go down to 60, which is here. So you can see how they're not doing quite so bad. And they have such an interesting role. All the sides do, but I think the Britain sides really do, because since they're kind of political entities in a way, they don't always want what's best for the people, or they don't always want what's best for Rome. They might want Roman rule to go away so that they can have like better influence over what's going on. If you take Rome out of the equation, people will turn to the strong man, and that's the Dukes. Alright, let's see if there's anything else we need to do. Discard all momentum cards. We already did that. Reset these folks. And this is going to be our next card for next time. This game, there's so much to it. This is like one of those games you could just, right now it seems like you could just play it your whole life. If you were very focused and really enjoy it. There's a lot to it. Lots of interesting ideas. So I'll see you next time. Thanks for joining me.